Alright boys, back with another one. Hope you're doing good. Give yourself a chance to win. Today we're talking about exactly what the video title says. Giving yourself a chance to win. Taking care of yourself as you age. Now, for my analytics, it tells me that my viewers are around 20 to 25 going 40. So that's around the age I am. I'm 36 right now, right? So I'm speaking to anyone within my generation, 90s babies. But this is also useful information if you're 18 to 20 and you're looking for understanding of how things get better with you. Give yourself time as a man, right? Give yourself a chance to win means taking care of yourself. Self-preservation is the number one rule of the land outside worshipping God, right? Self-preservation, it means not putting yourself in any dangerous situations that can put your life in risk, protecting your mind, keeping your heart pure, taking care of your body, taking care of your flesh. You got to think of your body as a vehicle, a car that God gave you and said, this is the only car I'm ever going to give you. Take care of it. You ain't going to be able to buy another car. You ain't going to be able to buy another engine. You ain't going to be able to buy new lungs. So you got to appreciate and love the body I give you now. And in that ball of taking care of yourself, all you've got to do is be a little bit more selfish with yourself as far as your energy, your time, your resources. Now, money comes and goes, but what I always say, it's not what you make, it's what you can keep. But the most important thing is your mind, because if your mind gives out on you, then all things can happen. As far as diseases, you got to take care and protect your mind. That's why you can't be exposing yourself to everything and everyone. You got to be very selective of what you let into your field, your energy. We spoke about this in the past, having your own space and controlling your environment. That also means be careful who you let into your home. Be careful who you let into your bed. I know it's cool when you're a young man to have females staying at your yard, but you don't truly know what that female energy is about, who she's been laying down with. And one of the worst things you can do is make yourself vulnerable, i.e. when you're sleeping and your eyes are closed and your brain is shut off to a certain extent. You are in a vulnerable state. So you have to be very selective of who you're laying down next to. It's a very vulnerable. I don't sleep unless I'm in my own bed. I've been this way for a while. I've stayed at females' houses before, but I can never sleep truly unless I'm in my own bed. When I'm in my own yard, my door's locked, my front door's locked, everything's locked, and I always sleep with my bed facing the door. I don't have my place set up where my back's turned to the door. I always sleep with my head facing the door. So if you're in whatever space you are, brothers, maybe you should rearrange your room. If you haven't got things fixtured into the floor and into the walls, rearrange your room. Especially if you don't live up with your parents, or even if you do, whoever you live with, that's irrelevant. Rearrange your room if you can, where your bed is facing your door, as in the path of entry to your body. This is serious, what I'm saying to you. Protect yourself at all times and all cost. It's better to be in a situation where you may be in some handcuffs or hospital because you defended yourself than to be dead completely. Because if you're dead completely, you can't do anything. You can't come back. There's no amount of money on this earth that anyone's ever experienced that allows you to come back from death. Not even millionaires and billionaires can do that. Once you're dead, you're dead. So you got to protect yourself very wisely while you are here. Secondly, giving yourself a chance to win means take your time. As men, we age the best. Females are working with a clock from when they hit 16 to 18. It's not going completely downhill, but once they get to 20, 25, it starts going downhill slowly. When they get a bit older, it goes downhill drastically for them. Now, as men, when we get to 25 to 30, that's when we should be on the incline. Naturally, we are on the incline because we age better with age, right? I'm dropping a video tomorrow at 6 a.m. speaking about how time works with us, not against us as men. It's your job to preserve your body and your mind so you can operate from your experience and your wisdom as a man. You ain't got to be rushing around and be so scatterbrained, acting off emotions all the time. Just learn to chill, breathe, take your time, and just go forward with patience. You are a man. You got a lot of time on this earth. If you're doing dumb shit like running around on the streets and putting yourself in danger, slow down a little bit. You know, situations may happen. God might slap you on the wrist, and you might be sitting in a cell for a couple years. Sitting in a cell is better than death, admittedly. But if you can avoid sitting in a cell and not putting that shit on your record, as far as no criminal records, you can move around the earth freely. Keep yourself out of danger, out of police custody, and stupid situations. You ain't gotta rush. No, take your eyes off social media. Social media has this illusion behind it. Behind the glossy screen of your iPhone or your laptop, wherever you're watching social media, there's an illusion behind that screen. People put their best images and their best moments on the internet, and they edit it down to make it look glossy, to make you feel like you're wasting time. You ain't got a Lambo at 25 years old. You ain't got a Ferrari at 30. That's all good, man. A wise man and his paper shall stay together. They have a great relationship. But a fool and his paper shall part ways. Many men have made millions and billions. Floyd Mayweather going through trouble right now. He's not completely broke, but a man that generated $1 billion over his career to having trouble where he can't pay checks and checks ain't clearing, that's a man that wasn't smart with his money. He can't read all that money, and he never once sat down and said, you know what, let me hire someone to teach me how to read properly and study documentations. No financial literacy, it means your money and yourself will part ways. Don't be a fool with your money. Take your time, slow down, breathe, you know. Don't make decisions off emotion. Learn to close your eyes, breathe deep, meditation, and allow some oxygen to your brain so you can think smart, you can think clear. Don't be rushing your steps. Life is a game of chess. Every move you make can have a knock-on effect. So, you know, plan your steps at a time. Don't be feeling bad. Females, they are on the clock, like I said. A female can be 18 and sitting on a yacht with a guy who's got billions. It took that guy millions to make that money, but it takes her a second to get invited on that yacht because of her beauty. Slow down, take your time, train your body, keep yourself fresh, keep yourself safe. Alright, I'll be back with another one. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon. Back tomorrow. Peace.